Hello, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another edition of On the Road Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba. So we are on our way to the Woodbridge Center Mall, Woodbridge, New Jersey, to check out a mall toy show. And let me tell you, mall toy shows, man, it has been a long time since I've been to a mall toy show. I've been to this. Woodbridge does they do a monthly toy show, usually either in one of the hotel lobby areas or someplace like that. And they've switched it up the last couple of shows, and they've gone in different areas. So I'm curious about a mall show. It's been a long time. I think the last time I went to a mall show it's got to be close to 25-30 years ago. That was right when Star Wars Power of the Force 2, Power of the Jedi, episode 1, that was right when that was coming out. So like 25-30 years ago. Middlesex County Mall. The funny thing is that a lot of these malls don't even exist anymore. So not just it's not just about like it's been a long time. I haven't even been to malls lately because they keep closing or just being really run down or emptied out or what have you. So who knows? I'm not sure what we're gonna find, but I would imagine the Woodbridge, the people that run the Woodbridge events, they seem to get a lot of good dealers there. Thing is that the only problem was when you go to the same show in the same area, you often get the same dealers, so you'll find a lot of the same product and things that you're not really interested in. I don't really have a major itch to pick up anything new. I guess if I do see if somebody is selling the Black Series, I know I said I'm not really collecting Black Series anymore, but I really want the 4 characters, the kids from Skeleton Crew. I don't even know if they're out yet. Neil, Wim, Fern, and KB. If somebody has them, I will consider getting them. I know it's going to happen though. I'm going to pick them up probably for inflated prices, and then Hasbro's going to announce like a 4-pack with all 4 of them, and I'll be like, ah! But it's okay. Anyway, so speaking of Skeleton Crew, speaking of those characters, I just finished at the time of this recording. I know I'm always a little late to the party, so my stuff never really is topical for the moment, but I did finish watching Skeleton Crew. I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. I thought it ended satisfactorily. It was a little abrupt. And I don't really call that a complaint per se. It's just something I noticed. There was just not an extensive follow through at the end. It just kind of ended, with Wim looking up and smiling, and that was it. Sorry, spoiler alert, but I would imagine anybody who's watching this channel either doesn't care about Skeleton Crew, or if they did, they've already seen it. So I enjoyed it. I think that's the kind of Disney Plus entertainment I think we need. We continually need. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of people. I don't know what the deal was with Acolyte, and there's just been a lot of hate on that. It didn't resonate with me as much, but I didn't hate it, and I even watched it a second time. And I might even watch it a third time. It's just I like the world building. I like it takes place in a different area. I like learning about new characters. I don't want the same old, but at the same time, I recognize that, it's, people have their opinions, and they're entitled to their opinions. So, if you did, what did you think of Skeleton Crew? Put a comment in. Let me know what you think. If you haven't watched it, I'd definitely watch it. Some people have, kind of not wanted to get on board with any of the streaming services, streaming episodes rather, and I think that's a mistake. I think there's been some great stuff. Like I said, it's like a shopping mall, coincidentally, as we're going to one. You pick up what you like, and you try it out. If you like it, watch the whole thing. If not, it's not a huge investment. So you're not out anything. So we shall see. We'll see if there've been hints about maybe creating a season 2. I don't think they planned on a season 2. So if they do, they're going to take their time. And they even said, the creators even said that if they do a season 2, they don't want it to be immediately following and try to de-age the kids or make them seem younger. Because obviously, adolescence, man, that's a blink of an eye. These kids, even at the premieres, are already a foot taller each. So basically, they're going to want to tell a story. If they do tell us another story, they're going to tell them with them as teenagers or even older. So be curious to see where that goes. So, anyway, so we're going to be off to Woodbridge, and we'll see what we see in this space. Here we go. Okay, we are here. I forgot my little gimbal, so sorry for the bumpiness of the video. Woodbridge Center. Let's see what we got.
My brother does. Oh, I see. Thanks. I do. I work with solid. You know, on the wheels on. So we're gonna be picking on for another 6, 7. Yeah, Billy. Enjoy the rest of the show.
That was really
He's gonna kill.
anytime you can get that one in, cheese, you can get that one. It's gonna sell like pancakes.
He's gonna kill that part. He's challenged the part. He's moving it.
No Star Wars that I've seen. What's your tongue? What's this? Venom. It's Venom.
Sorry.
Yeah, the Pokemon figure. You have all 3 versions?
Oh, pardon me. Sorry.
I know, that's like your favorite new thing.
Yeah, this is actually film, not digital. For your time.
I just put a bid on a guy on eBay.
He's tight. Yeah, eBay is sometimes people sell a little cheaper, but I don't know. For table space, I know it's tight.
I know I've seen this. Oh, no, sorry.
It's still awesome because then
Yeah, I have, I gotta get the pizza and the ooze for you, but they're $60, 15 each. And I got all 4 of them. And they all have 2 weapons each, pizza and ooze. The only thing I'm missing is the turtle soup can, or the pet food can. But they're all good. All my stuff is good.
appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for stopping.
Okay, so thoughts on that? Well, it was definitely a mall show, meaning it was tables set up kind of in the middle of the mall. They said in the flyer mall wide, which I will say was, I guess, a little bit of a question mark, because, you know, it was mall wide, meaning that there was a few spaces in the mall that had tables, but not a huge amount. First of all, it was not just a toy show, it was a toy, comics, and Pokemon card, or just card show, which meant that you had a lot of dealers from all three of those things. I will say, there is a new mistress in town, and thy name is, well, there's been an old mistress in town, which thy name was Funko Pop, and then the new mistress is Pokemon cards. Holy cow, there were so many Pokemon dealers and so many Pokemon collectors. I am impressed. Okay, I'm impressed by it. I don't like Pokemon. I don't hate it either. It was not my time. It was after my time. And therefore, I just never really resonated with it. I have friends. I have adult friends who are into it. Their children are into it. So it's a cool thing. I don't begrudge anybody for liking Pokemon. And I will say this, from a collectible standpoint, it makes a lot more sense, because if you collect 10,000 items of Star Wars, that's going to take up your entire basement and probably other rooms in your house. If you take up 10,000 collectible Pokemon cards, that's going to take up, like, you know, 2 notebooks on a bookshelf, or maybe 3 or 4 or even 5 or 6, but still, it's not that much space. So for that, I'm envious. So anyway, but we did end up with 2 items that a dealer had. The first item was actually one that went with the Indiana Jones re-release of figures. They had a Sala action figure. This is not an old one. This is something that came out more recent. And I haven't gotten all of the figures here. I think I got only a handful. But I was able to pick up Sala, so that's good. And if I have another one, I'll open them, you know, and I'll put them in with the Star Wars figures. I like to sneak a few non-Star Wars figures in. And the other one was the Scout Trooper and Grogu, which is actually the figure that came with the speeder bike. I have the speeder bike and the action figure, but I never opened it. So now I'll either open up this one or open up the speeder bike one. You know, so that'll be kind of cool. And if I already did open up the speeder bike, I'll leave this in the card. And honestly, it was nice to get the plastic box, although I'm noticing a tad bit of yellowing. So, but it is good to have these star cases. So, but I figured, since I'm up in this neck of the woods and there is an Ollie's nearby, that's my new favorite shop, one-stop shop for all things related to discount Star Wars figures. And while I'm not really in the market for any new ones, in terms of repeats, you know, I think I've picked up all the ones I want to pick up. I don't know what their turnaround is. I don't know how often they get new figures in. So it's been 2 weeks since I've been doing Ollie's. So I think I'm gonna go check this one out and see what they have. So let's take a look. Man, looks like we got the same retro figures. Although I do kind of like Ned B. I think I have a new. Ooh, let's see if I can get him out of here without. I think I might do some fun with Ned. Get a couple of Ned B's. Still $3.99. Hey, Ned. Oh, yeah, if it's just those 2, I don't think so. Over here, yeah, it looks like pretty much the same. A lot of Fifth Brother. Reba. Okay. Any others? Oh, another Ned B. Oh, there's a few Ned B's. All right, we'll grab those in a second. Gonna need 2 hands for that. And the rest of it looks pretty much the same. A couple of things over here. Ah, cute. I mean, this is cool stuff. I like it, but I'm not getting into a whole other collectible thing. All right. Still, what's with the love for Grief card? I pick up more and lay it. What the heck? But I've already gotten them, so. Okay, actually that was pretty fruitful. Another 8 or an octo of Ollie, or octo of Ollie's. Octo from Ollie's, an octo of Ned B's. Okay, what am I going to do with them? Well, if you watched my previous episodes, I actually did some figure customizations with the Mando figure, the Bo-Katan rather. So now I'm going to do the same thing with Ned B. So we'll put that on a future episode and see what I can come up with. Probably just going to paint them all different colors, that kind of thing. I did want to mention my thoughts. I will say the mall itself, the Woodbridge Mall, pretty packed in terms of like stores. There were quite a few stores there, quite a few, not a lot of empties, not a lot of empty shells of spaces, which is good for a mall these days. Not something you usually see. There were some, but I would say from where I walked around 85% full, 85% were utilized storefronts. So I guess that's a good thing right now. Having said that, I felt on a Saturday the crowd seemed a little bit small, except for those that are coming in for the show. So maybe that's why they do that. All in all, I don't find it to have been a very worthwhile day in terms of that. I mean, I did appreciate, I knew going to Ollie's would probably, land me a few figures. I could have gotten more, but I don't, Ned B is not as, he was a worker droid, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to be painting worker droids different colors. But that's just, in a way, it's good because I want to practice. I want to kind of, maybe I'll do a little bit more. I'll try to be a little more complex. I got some more fine tip paint markers I want to use, things like that I want to just play around with. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, nice day. Happy to go out and check things out. I hope that the Woodbridge Toy Show goes back to the hotel that it was in. It was definitely more vendors for that. I think maybe they stayed away because they know it is free. There was no cost to be there. So I don't know if that was the case for the Woodbridge, for the vendors, but it was definitely something that worked better, I think, for the toy vendors, or at least there were more of them. I don't know if it actually worked better. Maybe the mall does work better. Maybe the mall is a better situation for people. I don't know. I made a few purchases, just trying to support the local vendors. Which I know some people are against, they think vendors are the problem, but honestly, in this day and age with no more big box stores and a lot of people just ordering stuff online, yeah, there's a little bit of scalping going on, but it isn't too much. Most of the figures were about the price that you would have paid for them in the store, if not a little cheaper. So I just think that it just comes down to what you're looking for. I don't know what the cards go for, the Pokemon cards, but who knows. All right, so that'll do it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share out the channel, let people know. Thank you, Red 5 Network, for supporting the channel. Check out all the other content on Red 5. Check me out on Instagram and Bluesky. I'm no longer on X, although you'll see Red 5's advertisements about me on X, but I no longer navigate X. So Bluesky and Instagram, and check out Darth Tuba's unboxing page or group on of which I am the only member right now. Maybe someday that'll change. I invited a bunch of people to join and then it closed down on me, so I'm not doing much with that other than posting my episodes. So check me out there if you wish. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.